Okay, we use two different types of core, one being the polypropylene core, which is a lighter, stiffer core than the other core that we use, which is a polyethylene core, better known as a Dow core. Okay, the difference between the two is one is a lighter, stiffer core, which is the polypropylene core, and that works better in the warmer waters. We move on to the Dow core, which is the polyethylene core. It's a little bit heavier than the PP, but it gives a better overall flex and works a lot better in your colder climate to mid-temperature waters. Okay, now we're just setting out the core, finding the centre of the core. Everything runs off a centre line. So using my rule, we'll get the centre of the core and mark out the dimensions. Just marking out the length and the wide point. Okay, now we've got our curves. There's a number of different curves that we use to shape the boards. We screw the templates down. Now we're lining up the curve here with the nose measurement, the wide point and the tail measurement. So we just put that on there like that. Yeah, continuing the centre line through. Marking out the length on the bottom of the core. Now we start to see the board take shape. Just cut the bottom rail in to the dimensions on the order form there. Now I'm going to do the top chine, so we'll go ahead and put the top rail in. Okay, now we've cut the top rail in, which is a top chine. This board is a 60-40 rail ratio board. The other most common one is 50-50. The difference between the two, the 60-40, it's a greater bottom rail, so there's more rail in the water, and the 50-50 is a both even split of both rail and top chine. And it mainly comes down to your overall weight. So if you're a heavier kind of guy, you probably want to stick with the 60-40. So you're sinking both rail and top chine into the wave face. Now just going to sand the core up with the belt sander. Just get the rails nice and even, nice and clean, nice clean lines. Okay, now we're going to cut the nose curve into the board, and yeah, this machine will cut that in for me. Okay, next little stage here, we're going to set out our nose bulbs. I'm just going to measure them up, making sure that the board's all even. That's the nose bulbs. Now down to the channels. Set out the channels. So marking our overall length. Hello. We've just marked out the length of the board. It's going to be 40 inches. So now I'm just going to mark out the channels. Everything's still running off the center lines. That's the channels. Okay, after we mark out the channels, we're going to sand up the nose, stick on the nose bulbs, and sand in the channels. Now stick on the nose bulbs. The nose bulbs here. Just use the heat gun. So I'm just going to laminate these on. Okay, now we're at the stage to laminate the slick onto the core. Sanding our channels, nose bulbs are on. Now with the slick that we use is a Surlyn, which has great flex properties, but it's still pretty tough. Okay, now we're going to go out and laminate on the BuzzTech laminator that Buzz built for us. So can't show you that, it's pretty top secret. So.